Today I'm in Celina, Texas, a city with a population of over 30,000 people. Since 2010, the city's population has nearly tripled in size, which has enabled Celina to become one of the fastest growing cities right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. In this video, we're going to discuss the pros and cons of living right here in Celina. We're going to check out downtown, preview some newer home communities, as well as tour a model home. So you're going to know everything there is to know about living right here in Celina, so stay tuned. My name is Richard Soto, a local real estate broker with VIP Realty right here in Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button as we do weekly videos talking all about living, working, and playing right here in North Texas. Today I'm in Celina and we're going to cover the pros and cons of living right here in this fast-growing Collin County community. Celina is located in Collin County and is situated between Preston Road to the east and the future North Dallas Tollway to the west. The projected maximum population right here in Celina expected to be 380,000. Therefore, the city is situated demographically, geographically, and economically to become a big player right here in Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So if you're considering relocating to North Texas, this city might be on your short list. So we're going to discuss the pros and cons, and as you already know, I like my dessert first. So we're going to get right into it, starting with the pros. Moving on to the first pro of living right here in Celina, Texas, and that's going to be new home construction. And let me tell you, there's a ton of it going on right here. Not only new home construction, but new developments and neighborhoods as well. So if you're looking for options in regards to different builders, whether it's a small home or a large estate, you can find whatever it is that you're looking for right here in Celina. There are a ton of new homes and neighborhoods developing in Celina, Texas. Residential building permits were up 50% last year, and they're pacing to jump even more so this year as the city tries to surpass the much larger city of Frisco in single-family home growth. The homes are moving off the market rapidly, so if you're thinking about purchasing a home right here in Celina or throughout the state of Texas, you know who to call. That's Richard Soto with VIP Realty, and we'd love to assist you with your next home purchase. Another pro of living right here in Celina, it's going to be that it's growing, and it's growing fast. As a matter of fact, as we stated earlier, it's one of the fastest growing cities in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. While yes, I still do see some farmland, and yes, I do see bales of hay and numerous plots of land around me. Let me just say this, when I was younger, I grew up in the country and I hauled hay during the summer. Let me tell you something, that is a real job, people. I do not recommend it to anyone. The bales of hay that I see across the highway here kind of startled me, gave me bad memories. So anyway, not to get sidetracked, moving on. Celina is growing rapidly, it's growing quickly, and I'm not a psychic or anything like that, but typically if you purchase ahead of time, you'll be way better off because of it. So just something to consider is, are there things missing here? Not to get into the cons, yes, but it's growing, and it's growing rapidly. Celina has gone from a rural farm town to the fastest growing city in Texas, almost in what feels like overnight. Celina's population of about 30,000 has tripled in the past 4 years and is expected to hit 160,000 by the end of the decade. As I'm forcing myself out of the shade into the heat, the next pro of living right here in Celina, Texas is going to be the terrific independent school district. You're going to have access to 2 different school districts. Depending on where you live, you could either go to Celina ISD, which is rated A-, or Prosper ISD, which is rated an A+. Either way, your children are going to be going to exceptional schools right here in the North Texas area. So if you have children, And you're like myself, no need to pay for private school because they're going to get a great public education. According to niche.com, Celina received an A rating, not as highly rated to some of its neighboring cities like Frisco ISD, but nonetheless, still a great rating for the school district. Certain areas of Celina are zoned for the Prosper ISD. Children who live in neighborhoods like Sutton Fields and Mustang Lakes, for instance, will attend Prosper ISD, which is rated an A+, and according to niche.com, is the 11th best school district in the state of Texas. Another pro of living right here in Celina is going to be the low crime. As a matter of fact, Area Vibes gave the city an A+ due to its very low crime rate. So if safety and security of yourself and your loved ones is of the utmost importance, Celina is going to be a great option. It's not like when I was in Chicago, I literally couldn't put my backpack down on a seat without the waiters telling me to grab it before somebody took off with it down the road. So very laid back town, but both violent crimes and property crimes are approximately 70% below the national average, which makes Celina a very safe place to live. Moving on to the next pro of living right here in Celina, and that's going to be the charming downtown square. What can I tell you? We're definitely not in downtown Dallas. So if you're looking for a more slow-paced, laid-back vibe where you're strolling, you're not in a hurry, this is a great place to visit. And quite frankly, it's definitely a nice change of pace. There's a lot of different shops, restaurants, a lot of kids playing here by the pavilion on the lawn. So it's a beautiful little town square, and it definitely reminds you of the good old days. Right behind me it says do not enter. However, we don't follow the rules, so follow me this way. And I already figured out, being here for a couple of minutes, what we're having for lunch. There's a Mexican restaurant right here. That's option number one. And there's a smokehouse right across the street. So stay tuned for lunch. As always, I give you my honest feedback, and I love trying new restaurants throughout the DFW Metroplex. So let's walk around and take a look at the town square. Celina's historic town square offers a variety of wonderful restaurants and unique shops. Celina's downtown events drive and complement Celina's growth. Tens of thousands of people come to downtown Celina each year for events like Friday Night Market, Cajun Fest, Beware of the Square on Halloween, and Christmas on the Square. I'm in the Celina Museum. The sweetest lady has just let us in. It's nonprofit. It's ran on donations. Her name is Joyce. So if you're ever in Celina, definitely swing by. There's a ton of history, not only of the city when it originally started, to some old printing presses from back in the day. She just told us a story of this wonderful gentleman right here who was shot down in Yugoslavia, and he used these maps to facilitate his escape out, which is amazing. Most of us can't even function the GPS properly on our iPhone, so definitely worth checking out. If you're here in Celina, you'll be glad you did. Just wrapped up at the museum, had a great time with Joyce, sweetest little lady in the whole wide world, and she brought backup. So I'm trying to get out of there. Quite frankly, I'm in a hurry. There's a lot of things I have to cover here in Celina. I got to get back to VIP Realty in North Dallas. But she said, Richard, I called my friend Jane. She wants to talk to you, let you know a little bit more about the city, the museum. I said, okay, Joyce, whatever you want. So Jane came, talked for about another 45 minutes or so. Sweetest little ladies in the world. I wish I had time to take them out to lunch, but I kind of got to move on to the model home. However, this is the type of city, in my opinion, the vibe that I get is we're going to take it easy. We're laid back. We're in no hurry. We're going to enjoy life. Love the feeling right here in Celina. Here at Above City Soap, right here in Celina with Julie, the general manager of the store. Wanted to ask you a couple of questions. So how long have you been in business here?
We have been here since 2020.
So what exactly do you offer your consumers here in Celina?
So we are a plant-based soap makery. We make everything here in our shop, from body products to laundry soap.
Awesome, awesome. So the video that we're doing today is the pros and cons of living in Celina.
Yeah.
Tell me what you enjoy about having the business here in the square. I know it's beautiful, a lot of people walking around. What do you enjoy about it?
I really enjoy the camaraderie that the square brings to the families here. The square provides many, many different opportunities for family to come down and share the great experiences that the town, the city provides for them and plans for them.
Sure, awesome. Now it can't be all good. It can't be all good. So what are the cons of having the business here in this particular location?
We don't have a con. I mean, you know, we are here to create memories for families. You know,
Sure.
Scent is very memory based. So families just walk the square and they come to Buff City to try some of our plant-based products, and they're always leaving with a smile.
Awesome, that's great. And I see numerous families in the back. I guess they're making soap
Yep,
right now?
They're making bath bombs.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Now, one thing I noticed about the square, it feels like an old town feeling when I'm walking around. I particularly like that. As far as restaurants and things to do here, are there a lot of different options, or is it limited? I know the city has grown tremendously. It's one of the fastest growing cities in North Texas. But do you feel like there's more things that need to be added, or what? How do you feel?
I mean, I think we will grow as families and community increases, but there are a lot of different options for restaurants, you know, shops, boutiques. So I think it's just going to increase as
Sure.
our families and different families move into the area.
Awesome, awesome. Well, tell us, what can our clients and viewers do when they come visit you here? What all services do you offer?
So at Buff City, we can do many different things. We can customize things such as shower oil, body butter, body scrubs. You can even come in and create bath bombs with your family. You can make customized soaps with a group of people. We do birthday parties.
Oh, awesome.
So lots of different opportunities for customization here at Buff City.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for your
You're
time.
welcome.
And guys, if you're in Celina, definitely come by the town square. Check out Buff City. You'll be glad you did. I'm in the community of Mustang Lakes right here in Celina. We're about to tour this beautiful model home by Highland Homes, offering 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, 2.5 baths, 3-car garage. It's going to be stunning. Looking forward to showing it to you. Right here within the cul-de-sac, there's several other builders, whether it's Perry Homes, Britton Homes, traditional homes. What do we have across the street? Coventry Homes. Any home builder anywhere throughout the state of Texas. If you're looking for new construction, VIP Realty and myself would be happy to assist you with your next real estate home purchase. For now, let's go inside and take a look at this showstopper. Made it into this stunning model home by Highland Homes that's currently listed for $1.8 million. So let's see what you get in this price range right here in Celina. Starting with this quartzite countertops that are absolutely beautiful. We have a white farm sink that looks amazing. And of course, we got a 6-burner gas range, which obviously if you watched any of my videos, you already know I would have no idea how to use this stove, but let me tell you, it looks absolutely beautiful. I love the cabinetry with the glass and the lights. You can display your fine china, or if you or myself and my boys, we can put our plastic cups up there and they'll look just as nice, I assure you. I love this oven hood, absolutely beautiful. One detail that I really like right here in the kitchen and the formal living area is going to be the wood beams that look absolutely amazing. The chandeliers are absolutely beautiful. There are 3 right across from the living to the kitchen. Looks absolutely amazing. So if you like to entertain, plenty of room in the kitchen. There's sitting area as well to serve your breakfast in the early mornings. And as you already know, I give my boys my world famous pancakes that they refuse to eat. You also have stainless steel appliances right here in the kitchen. And one thing that I like right here within the kitchen or right beside the kitchen is this little sitting area. It's got a fireplace as well. I could see myself on a weekend cracking open a bottle of wine and enjoying the nice cool breeze outside, except in July and August, because we know it's going to be too hot to enjoy that beautiful space during the summer. If you follow me this way, we'll go into the formal living area. The formal living is absolutely beautiful. It's open to the kitchen and your formal dining as well. There's a beautiful fireplace right here that you will actually use this winter. The Texas weather has been very unpredictable, and oddly enough, the last 3 years or so, I've actually had to use my fireplace. Previously, it was just a showpiece, just for looks. However, you will use it during the wintertime. Love the high ceilings, love the wood beams as well. Beautiful, beautiful sitting area, beautiful living room with the built-ins as well. What a stunning space. If you follow me this way to the formal dining, absolutely gorgeous. Once again, we have the built-ins with the glass, beautiful lighting as well. Plenty of windows to the left here as well as to the backyard, so plenty of natural light spilling into the house as well. Just love the floor plan. I'm really liking this house, guys. So as you follow me into the media room, you'll see the barn doors, absolutely great. I love the paneled walls, very nice and dark, where you can enjoy an action flick with the kids. So there's going to be numerous spaces here within the home for entertainment as well. Now let's go to the primary bedroom, which is just off the kitchen. If you follow me this way, we'll take a look. Here in the primary bedroom, huge primary bedroom. You have room for a desk. They have it situated with a sitting area as well. The wood beams are absolutely spectacular. And I actually like this dark color. It makes it relaxing and comfortable, but plenty of room in the primary bedroom. And as we walk across, you're going to absolutely love this primary bathroom as well. In the primary bathroom to the right of me, you'll see, as my phone is blowing up, you'll see a makeup station, I believe, for the lady of the house to do her makeup, and mainly so she doesn't affect the gentleman's part of the bathroom. One thing that we don't like as men is having makeup and all kinds of bottles and lipstick and mascara and whatever lotions and potions that you beautiful ladies might use. You can keep them far away from our area. Panning to the left of me, beautiful white tub, absolutely gorgeous. Right behind it is a stand-up shower that absolutely looks amazing. Glass through so you can see out to the backyard as well. And the primary closet in this particular primary is absolutely amazing. There's no need to go to IKEA and get that cheap shelving to store your socks and t-shirts, because there's going to be plenty of built-ins right here in your primary closet. Step into my office and let's talk business. Loving the built-ins, absolutely gorgeous. I love the color, high ceilings. Once again, wood beams on the ceiling, which looks absolutely beautiful. Again, plenty of windows that go pretty much all the way to the ceiling. And I love these plantation shutters as well. Love the office away from the kitchen, dining, movie room as well, so you can get some privacy and some quiet time as you're trying to get some business done. Sitting on the patio here in the backyard, and let me tell you something, it is May and it's already starting to get brutally hot, so we're gonna wrap up this segment very quickly. However, plenty of room for patio furniture. You have a ceiling fan, which you are absolutely going to need. And one great thing about this backyard, it is very large. You have ample space for a pool, a diving board, plenty of areas for additional lawn chairs as well. So if you have some kids you like to entertain, don't worry, you're going to have plenty of room in the backyard. Guys, I'm hot. Standing outside for the 45 seconds in the Texas heat in the backyard has exhausted me. So what we're going to do is my cameraman is going to go upstairs, show you the different rooms, the game room as well, which the view from the second floor to the kitchen and living area is absolutely amazing. And in addition to that, there's also a second primary room upstairs. Let's go upstairs, check it out. Just arrived to the clubhouse right here at Mustang Lakes. The amenity center is going to offer tennis courts, basketball courts, numerous pools, parks, recreation, so many different activities. And I must say, I do see the tennis courts and basketball courts out in the yonder, and it's brutally hot, guys. We are not going to walk across all these fields to check them out. Hopefully I can find the street and drive by them. Like I said, let's just get to a con for Celina. And it's not even on my list. Texas, summers, anywhere are going to be brutally hot. But let's go inside and check out the amenity center and what it has to offer. Mustang Lakes has the best amenities that I've seen in quite a while. There are two pools here on the lower level. As you can see, it's got a fountain, massive pool. You can throw the football around, throw the tennis ball around. On the upper level, you're going to have a lap pool. There's a fitness center here as well. The wind is blowing. It's a beautiful day to be out and about having a good time and going for a swim in this Texas hot day. The views from here are absolutely amazing. Plenty of greenery and open spaces around the amenity center as well. Let's walk around and take a look. Out here at the basketball court, there's two different goals out here. And if you're ever in town and once we close on your home, please invite me for some hoops. You know I still got that flamethrower right beside here as well. You're gonna have multiple tennis courts. So a ton of amenities right here within the community. Yes, a con here that we're about to discuss might be that it's far removed from everything. However, you pretty much have everything you could ever want right here within your own community. Just wrapped up at Mustang Lakes. What a beautiful community. Numerous builders to choose from. The amenities were outstanding. The pool was great. So many kids out and about in the pool, on the tennis court as well. Man, I just really enjoyed visiting that particular community. So now we're about to cover the cons of living in Celina, and there's going to be several. However, before we do that, we've got to get some lunch. I'm starting to get a little bit hangry. It's almost 2 o'clock. I haven't eaten all day, so it's that time of the day. We're gonna find a restaurant that's unique to Celina. So we're gonna head back to the town square. And like I said earlier, there's a couple of options that I'm interested in. So let's see where we end up. Just wrapped up lunch at Papagayo. What can I say? I always keep it 100. It's not going to change today. The service was not okay. Sat there for about 15 minutes. Very light. I had a very late lunch. I actually had to get a busboy to get someone to assist us. And there was numerous people in there. I don't know. But maybe they just had a bad day today, and that's understandable. It happens to the best of us. I had some street tacos. Subpar at best. The margarita was good. However, it was highly recommended. So, you know, I don't like to be negative. So maybe it was just a bad day today, which is okay. However, I do wish I tried the other restaurant that Joyce had recommended. Next time I'm in Celina, I'll definitely do that. But that brings me to our first con. And that's just, there's not much to do here. There's not much going on. There aren't a lot of options just yet. It is one of the fastest growing cities right here in North Texas. However, if you want Capital Grill, or you want some fine dining, or you're looking for exceptional service, I don't think you're going to find it here, at least not to my knowledge, or you're not going to have as many options as you would in Frisco, Plano, obviously Dallas. So just the limited amount of things to do, places to go, in my opinion, are going to be a definite con for the near future. So the Mexican food was very shaky. The service was beyond subpar. So because I'm out what I call the country, or it feels like, I want some pecan pie. Reminds me of when I visited my grandma in the small town in West Texas. So let's go in here where Joyce had initially recommended that I dine. I probably messed up. I should have listened to her. I know she knows best and definitely knows better than me. So let's go inside and take a look. Before I hit the streets, I'm still hungry, guys. So I'm gonna have to sit here in the town square, enjoy this homemade country pie, and then we're gonna move on to our second con. That was some good pie right there, guys. Definitely swing by and get some if you're in town. Now that I'm relaxed, I'm calm, the AC's kicked in, let's move on to the second con. And to me, it's a deal break, just to be straight up with you. So let's get into it. Okay, moving on to the last con. And there's a lot to love about living in Celina. I mean, it's hard to find cons, quite frankly. And for me, this is definitely a deal breaker without question. So I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. In my opinion, Celina is way too far outside of Dallas and Fort Worth. If you work from home, or if you're going to work in a nearby city such as Frisco, maybe it's not bad because you're going to have a great neighborhood to live in. You're going to have exceptional schools. There's going to be low crime. It's safe out here. A lot of entertainment within your community. However, if you're someone like myself that likes to frequent downtown Dallas, I love the energy of the city. I love high-rise buildings. They take my breath away. They make my heart beat a little bit faster. I feel like going, and getting things done. To get to downtown Dallas from here, you're probably looking at least 45 minutes, depending on the time of day. And that's on a quick drive. Most likely it's going to be longer than that. If you like to travel for work or leisure like myself, the DFW International Airport, again, it's going to be a haul. It's going to be a long drive. You might have to fill up your gas tank to get there and back. And if you like to get into Tarrant County, such as Fort Worth or Southlake, those are going to be extremely long drives. So if you enjoy getting in and around the Metroplex, it's just going to be way too far. And for me personally, I love downtown Dallas. I enjoy going to Fort Worth, and I work in real estate, so I'm all over the Metroplex. There is no way Celina would be convenient for me. However, that's me personally. It doesn't mean it wouldn't be convenient for someone that works remotely or nearby. So those are really the only cons I have in Celina. And in addition to that, obviously there's not a lot of options when it comes to restaurants, shopping, big entertainment venues. The city's growing. Eventually they will get everything in town, just like Frisco and neighboring Plano has. However, for the time being, you're ahead of the game, and it's just going to be limited entertainment options and things to do. But above all, the location is a no-go for Richard Soto. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've had an absolute blast here in Celina today, and I'm in the back roads. I feel like I'm out in the country. Bales of hay all over the place, but it's a beautiful, beautiful area, beautiful part of the DFW Metroplex. And the most thing that I enjoyed today was hanging out with Joyce and Jane. I am going to give myself up for adoption. I want a grandma, and I think Joyce and Jane would be some super cool grandmas. And next time I'm in town, I'm definitely gonna call them up, take them to lunch, and just hang out. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're thinking about relocating to the DFW Metroplex, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Midland, or throughout the state of Texas, my team and I would love to assist you with your next real estate transaction. And as always, I'll see you on the next video.